Welcome back to another episode of Talkin Two.
And today what we're talking about is how long should you be together before you become a priority?
Great question. You go first.
Okay, I go first. Okay, this is a kind of hard question though. Like, I don't really think it's a time frame. It's like more of a acceptance. Like, but what it will be a criteria of how long is too long before you become a priority. Well, how long should you be together before you become a priority?
Yeah, and I think because, when you get in a relationship, I think the misunderstanding is that you just automatically become a priority in someone else's life. Mm-hmm. It's like two strangers coming together and now they both want to be each other's priority off the back because they have that expectation. I don't believe that just because if you're dating or whatever you might be doing for, I say less than a year, I still feel like, you're not really on a priority list.
I don't think that you're a priority until like our life is intertangled together. Mm-hmm. Like have to be like if we move into the house together, you're a priority because of now our life is intertangled together. Like, but a time frame, like I don't think it's like really a time frame, like before you become a priority. Like,
I think anything less than a year.
So you think it's a time frame?
Yeah, I think that it's hard to make somebody your priority if you've only been together less than a year. I think that you're still getting to know this person. I think that you're still building up this relationship with a person, figuring out the ins and the outs of a person that you can't even make them your priority because you're still trying to understand them and see if it's even something there. Yeah. Especially when, this is two separate lives coming together in one. Like, so I don't think that it's even realistic to make someone your complete priority in that way. Especially like there's many variables. Like, you got people that's really family oriented. You have people who have children already, ex-wives, and you have all these, variables that to just assume that you would become someone's priority off back. I don't think that's even realistic.
I think you become more of a priority when you have like security and you understand that, I'm going to really try to be with this person because of, like you said, I think that you're filling each other out in the beginning. So, how can you become a priority with this person if you don't even really know this person?
Yeah, anything less than a year.
But I don't really think it's a time frame. I really still don't believe it's a time frame. Like, if I feel like I know you good enough for my standards in 1 month or whatever, and then I want to make you a priority in that month, I want to be with you. I know I want to be with you and I want to do things for you. And I feel like I could do that. But as in like putting a time frame on it, like people understand people at different capacities and different time frames, and I don't think that one solid year is a golden standard to knowing each other.
I'm not saying a solid year. I'm just saying anything less than a year. Like anything like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Like I just feel like in human nature, we just don't have it. Like that's all I'm just saying.
You're speaking for yourself.
It's my opinion. Like I think that it's not. I don't think that it's best to just assume that you should be somebody's priority off back.
Yeah,
just because you're dating.
I think that if somebody, I think if somebody, my bad for cutting you off again, but I think that if somebody feel like they know somebody and they want to move forward with their relationship, it's up to them. It's their prerogative to figure out exactly when. And then I think that also, I could be around you for a solid like 3 months, 2 months consecutively, like, really around you as much as I, and then envelop myself in you or whatever. And if I feel like I know you well enough to actually make you a priority, then like I don't like wasting time. I don't think that you.
But that's just personal though. Like this is your personal. Like I think that, like generally speaking, when two people's lives, separate lives, is coming together, I like to make each one a priority. Like it just. I think the best thing you said was when the entanglement comes. Like when you're sharing the house together, when you're paying bills together, when you're parenting together, when you're doing all these things together.
No.
I do. I think like, that's just when you're moving forward with this person.
Yeah, when you're moving forward. Yeah, I can agree with that part.
Then that's when you start making the priority.
Responsibilities don't only shows that you're moving forward with somebody else. Like, you can have your own bank, you can have your own house, and you can have your own whatever and still feel like this person is a priority in your life. You're still taking out time and effort with this person. You still have thoughts and concerns for this person, whatever, and stuff. This person is a priority in your mind. I think so.
I think that, first of all, I think in order to make someone a priority, you have to get out of the mentality that you're by yourself before you can make anybody else a priority in your life. Like, so when you're dating someone and you're inviting someone into your life, it's not like you automatically just say, okay, now I'm gonna give this person priority. Like, no, you give yourself priority first, and then you have to learn to give this person priority.
No, see when to make this person a priority, not the priority. Like, I can make you a priority of mine, but not the only one that I have.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, so
but how long should how
there's no time frame.
It doesn't have to be a time, but it could be certain developments. Like, how do you know when it's time to make someone a priority?
I think it's like little milestones that you hit, but you can reach the milestones at any point in time.
Like, give me an example. Like, what should you look for before,
The same thing that we just both said, like the entanglement of it all. But like, if I'm thinking about you as much as I'm thinking about myself, or close to how much I'm thinking about myself, you're already a priority mentally to me. You know what I mean? Just because I'm not paying your bills, or you're not paying my bills, or we're not living together, doesn't mean that you're not a priority of mine. Like, when I have concern and I have some type of a regard for you, just because I'm not just filling you out, I actually know you to a certain extent personally. Like, and I'm still concerned, or what's the word I'm looking for? Concern, or like really thinking about you. You're on my mind. I think that's when you become a priority to me. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think that because you're not the priority. I don't think anybody really make a person the priority. Like, I really don't.
I wouldn't say but I'm just saying a part of your priority. Like, it's really hard. Like, it's hard to make a person your priority, especially when, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you dating for 3 months and you still feeling somebody out, but then the other person feels like they should be your priority, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it has to be on equal terms.
Yeah, like, it just doesn't happen.
Because
like
if I'm just saying that you're my priority and I'm doing all these things, or taking out all these extra efforts for you, and then you're still filling me out, it's never gonna be reciprocated to me.
Because here's what I feel is, if it's easier to make someone a priority when you're face to face in the person's presence. But is that person still a priority when you're not? For
sure.
And that's when it's like less than a year, you're not a priority to me.
When soon as you throw the time in, it throws me off.
I'm just saying less than a year, because I feel like people need to fill you out. Like,
it doesn't.
It's a complete transition.
It doesn't take a year to fill somebody out all the time, every single time. That's not the golden standard.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that who really takes relationships that serious in 3 months? I'm
pretty sure people does.
Okay, well, that's fine, but I'm pretty sure it's not a priority. They still trying to figure it out. I mean, people can get married and do whatever within a week, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, a day.
So, but I'm just saying, like, what is the evidence?
The evidence is, first of all, yourself. You're your best evidence of like how you feel and what you're thinking, and how this person is having some type of effect on you. And then how much is this other person reciprocating the way that they feel? Are you on similar wavelengths with each other? And then when that happens, and then that it's something more than just filling each other out, or we're just dating. We want more than just to be dating.
Okay,
that don't take a whole year.
So
it don't always take a year. It could take 3 years.
It could take a long time.
Yeah, it can take. But 10.
I'm just saying, me personally, anything less than a year.
Okay, you personally, I got that. So that's
anything
okay.
Anything less than a year.
You personally, anything less than a year. I wouldn't put a time frame on mine. I don't like wasting time. But if I was interested in you, and then even if, let's say that it took longer than a year, if I was interested in you, I would still be trying to fill that out. However long it takes for me to fill it out. That's what I would say.
You're not going to make someone, well, personally.
I don't know who you talking to. You're with somebody that literally feel like he knew what he wanted early on.
I understand that, but I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about in general. Like, in general.
But you said a year to you, but I'm telling you in general, anybody can have any time frame.
They could.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying for me personally.
Now you're talking about
you. But I'm not talking about us, though. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm literally speaking on the fact, like, you can't just say, like, you feel that way because you feel like people, whatever. Like, you're different and I'm different.
I feel like anything is possible, generically speaking, or speaking for the majority of people or everybody else. I'm not just speaking upon myself.
Before you get with someone, and we started really, really young. So we barely had priority, first of all.
Who you talking to?
You ain't have much.
I have priorities.
We started our priorities together. Literally.
Yeah, but we had to first come together to figure out that we wanted to do that together, even at a young age.
Yeah, but
mentally is the first thing. You have to remember that. Even if we didn't have responsibilities yet, we was children or teenagers.
We knew what we wanted. That don't mean we made each other a
mentally
priority.
speaking I think that's the strongest, most hardest part to actually get versus everything else. I think everything else becomes more of a partnership and trying to actually feel like, oh, you versus me, or how can we do this together? But the mental part is the hardest part to me. So as a teenager, as a child, that mental part, like, that was still there regardless of the age.
Yeah, but that's what they call it, very rare, I feel.
It's very rare?
Yeah, I feel.
It's rare. I want to say very, though.
Like, when you're just getting out there in the dating world and figuring out you like a person and all this stuff, like, it's not like you're not a priority at that moment.
Yeah, no, you're not a priority at that moment. At that moment, what you're trying to do is you're trying to figure out if this person's even worth it in the first place. You're trying to figure out, like,
so
is
how
this person
long,
even worth it?
So once you figure out if a relationship is worth staying in, then what? Then you can start
that's
prioritizing.
When you fill out is I don't even think you start prioritizing. Then you see that if this person is even worth prioritizing. Like, you feel like you see, like, oh, is this person worth trying to be with and understand in the first place? Do I like the first appearance of this person? Do I like the first presentation of this person? You know what I mean? And then after you have all that down packed, and then you be like, what else do I see myself going further with this person? And if you see yourself going further with that person, and you start to prioritize that person.
So, question, do you need to have a full understanding of yourself before you can start prioritizing another person? People
don't have no understanding of their self. People still finding themselves when they're 80, 70, 60, 50, 40. Like, you don't understand yourself. You understand what you desire.
So where does the priority come in of another person, though? Like, that's what I'm trying to get. Like,
it's the priority come in with the vulnerability, or with the openness, like, your willingness. That's the word. Like, with the willingness, that's when the priority. Now I'm willing to make you a priority of mine. I'm willing to.
If you wanted to go out when we were dating, and you wanted to go out with me, and I just said, dang, I really don't want to go, but I'm gonna go because he asked me. Am I prioritizing you?
Yeah.
I'm prioritizing you?
You're prioritizing because this is something that you don't want to do, but you're going against yourself for this other person. You're prioritizing. Okay.
And so if I had a best friend that wanted me to go out, and then I said I'm going to go out with her, not you, because I don't want to go. You're not
prioritizing. You're prioritizing your relationship with your friend over your relationship with your dating person or partner.
So Does that need to change?
Do it needs to change.
And when you're in a relationship with someone? Because if I wasn't in a relationship and this was what me and my best friend did all the time, right?
Yeah.
And now that I'm in a relationship,
okay, and this is becoming a different conversation at this point because
because I'm asking you how long though. Like, you know, if I get into a relationship, I'm not just going to stop hanging out with my best friend.
For sure, I agree.
Like
your friend was your priority too. That's why I'm saying that your romantic relationship isn't your only priority. That's why I'm not saying the priority, because your friend could be a priority as well.
Yes.
So, and then are you going to prioritize your friend over your romantic relationship? That's something else entirely, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So, and then at that point, who is more of the priority to you? Who is more of the person or which one is more of your priority? That's
and you think that decision of that, you know, you think that somebody can figure that out?
Yeah, I think that even when people don't, I feel that even when people don't understand, they feel it. I think that your emotions, you're talking out your head right now. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people speak from their heart. Like, you know what I mean? And then your heart is not
first of all,
your heart is not,
tell me
your heart,
I'm speaking out of.
Your heart is not the smartest thing, not yours, but people's hearts literally steer them all type of ways that doesn't make any sense out to the outside person watching. Even sometimes to yourself, your heart doesn't make sense. But at the same time, you stop moving off of your brain and your thoughts. You start moving off of your feelings. It's really, really risky though. It's a really risky thing. And then that's what comes with actually caring about somebody so much that you kind of put that on the side and you trust them with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's hard. It's rough. It's a rough thing. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that could happen at any moment. That could happen at one day. Like, that could be love at first sight. You never know. You're speaking about your own personal
love at first sight does not have to do with priority.
Oh, yes, it does.
I don't feel like that. Like, I love you at first sight because I seen that everything that I desired, I seen in you. Does not mean that I'm about to make you my automatic priority.
Yeah, no, it doesn't mean that. Of course, but it's subjective, of course, again, like everything is. But at the same time, I think that when you really love somebody, and let's say that it's at first sight, right?
You're willing,
and then you're trying, like you're trying to grasp this person now. You want this person, and you don't want to let this person go. And you're trying to do anything to make sure you actually continue to hold this. So you do things for that. That doesn't make sense sometimes. You prioritize. Okay. Not all the time.
No.
But it happens. You know, love at first sight, you know, this person can turn you down and you still gonna try to embrace this person or whatever like that. Appeal. But, you know, appeal, whatever. But and you gotta be careful with that, because then sometimes you're turned down and you really turn down. Like, you know, you can't keep, like, it's risky, like I said. And your heart does that. Your heart puts you in risky situations that your brain normally wouldn't.
So you say there is no amount of time to be with somebody or be together before you should become priority?
Yeah, I say it's no specific amount of time. That 1 year thing that you're saying right now?
I'm just saying less than a year. I don't feel like you can prioritize somebody to that degree. Like, I think that you're still filling out this person. I think you're not even sure yet.
Yeah, see, I would totally disagree with that. Like, really.
Because I feel like to prioritize somebody, you got to kind of trust. It's so many different things.
And you're speaking about yourself. It takes you a long time to do every single one of those factors that you're saying. Trust, you got to whatever.
I just feel like all these variables matter.
Yeah, variables.
Like, you cannot just go in some people are easier.
Yes.
You know, and some people are just
exactly.
More
harder.
I
think that you're one of the more harder ones. So put in a 1 year time frame on it sounds about right with you. I
said less.
Whatever. Like, regardless of the fact, I think some people could literally be more open and subjective to actually probably not waiting that 1 year that you're talking about.
You can be married and still not prioritize your mate.
Most definitely. I agree.
So, you know, I'm just saying less than a year, because I'm just saying in the dating phase. I'm just literally speaking about when you're dating someone with intent to be with them for a long time. I just think less than a year is not enough time to think that
you sound like
priority.
somebody's mother. Like that's a mother answer. Like
how is that a mother answer?
Somebody would say, "Honey, you need to wait a little longer." Like I love him. I love her.
I didn't say they couldn't be together. I said before you believe you're a priority. Like you can't just go in thinking that you're just a full priority of this person.
No, I'm not saying that. That's
like you could be a priority, but when you have an expectation of you should just be.
Who the heck has anybody that has that expectations of you're a priority? Like it's not up to you to become that priority of another. It's up to that person to make you a priority of theirs.
No.
Oh yes.
Like I agree with you, but that's not the mindset that majority have. Like you should make me a priority.
Who? What?
You should, when you're getting into a relationship, you would feel that I should make you a priority, and I should feel like you should make me a priority. This is why
relationships don't work. This is why relationships don't work because you go in with these mindsets and these standards of things. The expectation, and that's bull. Like you don't go in with anything. You have to prove, and this person got to prove it to you for sure. Like I can be ahead of you in making you a priority of me, and you don't have to make a priority. You don't have to make me a priority of yours. No. I can be ahead of you. I could.
You could.
Matter of fact, I did.
Well, you could make a person.
This is real life. I literally did that.
Like, you can make a person a priority.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I made you a priority of mine before you made me a priority of yours, for sure.
Yeah, because I just would have been dumb.
We're still here 12, 13, 14, 15 years after.
Yeah, because of me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, you're crazy. Like... It's not a parallel thing. It doesn't happen in tandem with each other. It doesn't happen in sync at all. What freaking world are you living in?
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying generally speaking, when you get into a relationship, someone feels like they should make you a priority. That's what people feel.
People do.
Exactly.
And that's not the right thought to have, in my opinion.
So that's why I'm saying, how long should you be together before you expect that? Like, how long should you be together before you expect the person to make you
fill the person out, though. You have to fill that person out, but that could be any time frame to fill them out.
Okay.
Like, it's not a year. Why it has to be a year? What do you say there?
I'm saying if anything is less than a year, I don't think you should expect that person to be making you a priority so quick. Like, that's all I'm saying. I think that you should be mindful that this person had a life before you came into it. So you can't just assume that this person is just going to drop all his other things and just make you a priority. Like, because relationships just don't work like that.
I think that's safe. I think that what you're saying is safe. But on the other person that's waiting that year to actually feel that this person should make this person a priority, you could already made this person a priority of yours.
You could have.
Yeah, but if you're saying that expecting for this person to be a making you a priority of theirs, like you don't, that could.
Who doesn't go into relationships with expectations?
Who doesn't? Most people does.
Exactly.
Like so.
So this is speaking about the expectation that you have when boy meets girl. Mm-hmm. There's an expectation right there, regardless.
Yeah, no.
And the further that you entangle yourself with this person, the more you expect to be a priority of this person, which means this person needs to start developing their life and changing certain things about their life to prioritize you.
No.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Like
that's how I feel. Like I think that's
you staying safe, and then in my opinion, that would make you be more resistant because you're probably doing the same thing yourself to that person.
In normal world, like this is something that
the world is crazy. It's not normal.
Well, this is what's
not
seen.
Orderly.
This is what is seen.
It's not like the world is chaotic. Like anything could happen.
Seen. Anything could happen.
Yeah, it's not perfect. It's not going to happen like that. Well, it's not going to always happen like that.
Okay. Well, I don't agree. Like some of the stuff that you said was obviously practical, but for the most part, like when you get with somebody in a relationship, I think that there is this sense of you that you're wanting to be this person's priority. And I think that before you go in being together for too much just to think that you're somebody's priority, I just don't believe that that is practical. So
Yeah,
I'm saying
no.
anything less than a year, personally,
Mm-hmm.
I think that you shouldn't go in with expecting that this person has made you a priority.
Yeah, I disagree.
Especially when it's two separate lives coming together.
I can go in a relationship for literally fun. Don't even have no expectations. Don't think that this relationship is going to go any further or whatever. But and then being with this person, like, and then I start filling this person out, and this person is actually important to me. This person is actually more valuable than I thought this person was to me. And then I make this person priority with that. Like it's chaotic. It don't have to be as perfectly in sync or perfectly structured out. It don't. Like, so that 1 year or under, whatever you keep saying, it doesn't have to be that. It most definitely don't have to be that.
It doesn't have to be that. But I'm saying this is my personal opinion. I think that anything less than a year, I think that you should not just go in with this expectation that you will be another person's
I think
priority.
that if the audience out there actually went with your standards, and then that will be safe for them. That would be safe. They only could be surprised if somebody actually started making them a priority for that year and stuff, so they won't be let down. So if you're telling these people that they shouldn't expect that with before that year or whatever, and then that's just safe. You're playing it safe. But I'm speaking about from situation to situational relationships. Like,
Of course you see signs. Like, there are signs leading up to whether or not your expectation can become or not. Like, there's signs that you pay attention to. But I'm just saying, this is just the overall opinion for me. Every person and relationship is different.
Yeah.
But, there's a lot of reasons why relationships end too. And that could be priority.
Yep. I agree with that.
So that's what I'm just saying. Like,
okay,
how long should you be together? My take on this, before somebody makes you a priority or before you become a priority, I think nothing under a year. Okay. Like, that's my take.
Well, mine is that to pay attention to how this person is treating you, and how this person is moving around you, and what type of signs this person is giving you to figure out if this person thinks that they're a priority of yours. I mean, if you're a priority of theirs, and then you should listen to your feelings and be smart about it, though, to actually understand if this person is a priority of yours. That's what I think. I don't think it's like, if you're a priority of mine in a day, I'm going to treat you as such. That's just what I'm going to do. 2 days, 10 days, 1 year, 10 years. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, when I decide that you're a priority of mine, if you're still there and you're patient, or if you're whatever, and that's when you become a priority of mine.
Okay.
And then vice versa. And if I care as much as I feel like I do care, even if I'm not a priority of yours, I still fight through until I become that, or eventually it just doesn't work out because I'm the only one putting in all this effort and all this time to actually show you that you're a priority of mine. And that's why that's why some relationships fail. Okay. Because one person is doing more than the other person is doing.
Well, all my ladies out there, like, whoever, male, female, whatever, I think that going in with the expectation off the back that you will become a priority is not the best thing to do.
I agree with that. Like, for all you people that is listening out here, I most definitely agree with Missy with that part. But as in the 1 year or less standard, I do not believe it.
Okay. You don't have to agree with me on that one. But I think anything under a year, I don't think you should expect to be a person's priority.
If you want to play it safe, go with her idea. But if you want to actually play it accurate, go by your own. Don't even listen to me. Go by whatever you feel is correct with yourself.
Yeah, well, you got your own instinct, but I'm just throwing that out there.
All right, so we pretty much disagree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's not really a disagree.
You believe like a year or under.
I say that's my take on it. Thank you very much. If it happens to move quicker than that, then go for it. But that's my take.
And you don't have no solutions or suggestions to understand, pretty much.
No, my solution is, at the end of the day, say 1 year again.
1 year. 1 year, you guys. Everybody wait 1 year and then
I'm not. I didn't say that.
I know, I'm just being sarcastic.
Yeah, I ain't say that. I'm just saying, obviously, you're going to move at your own pace. But I'm just saying the expectation that you have against someone else, I think that you shouldn't have it so soon in a relationship. That's
and
all I'm saying.
I think that is for sure playing it safe, which is fine. It's okay to play it safe. But, this life, you don't know what might happen and when it might happen, and play it safe to never get the reward you want, because of your reward is on the other side of that volcano. Is just, you just will never know how paradise actually feel, because you're just playing it safe.
Okay. Shut up.
Okay. So all right. So did your opinions change, or is this firm, or is it still firm?
That's my opinion.
Your opinion's firm. In my opinion, it's also firm. I did not get swayed to know 1 year or under.
Okay. I don't even know what you talking about over there.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
So I don't make no sense.
I don't know what you're talking
about. I make sense. Don't be trying to play with me. Don't be trying to talk about me like that. My stuff makes sense. All right, if I had to break it down.
Boy, we're not doing that. Let them tell us.
Don't be cutting me out.
Let them tell us what they feel or what they think and what they believe.
You can say your part. I can't say my part.
You said your part.
I said my part.
Boy, you said your part.
Girl, you said your part.
Okay.
All right, I said my part. I'm not going to say it again.
We're going to be here for another 10.
We're not going to be here another 100 minutes. Unless they want us to be here another 100 minutes. But, okay. That makes sense. So you guys let us know how you guys feel, Do you agree with Missy, or do you agree with Reddy?
It's not even an agreement.
Do Missy make sense, or do Reddy make sense?
It's not even about making sense.
Which one is the one that you like best?
Oh my gosh. What y'all
Until next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
All right, nah. But yeah, let us know. For everybody that is watching this on YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff, Facebook, let us know how you feel. Do you have anything to add to what we're saying? Is what we're saying even making sense to you? Let us know. And for you podcasters out there, let us know too. You can go to YouTube and you can get in on some of the action as well. But until next time, we are out. Deuces.